Hello everybody and welcome to the Watkins Glen International Raceway for the second race of the NASCAR Heat 5 2023 Mod Career Mode Season Number 2 playoffs. Of course, last episode Southern 500, we won our way into the round of 12 with that overtime restart, holding off Kyle Larson as we get ready to go for our first road course of 2 in the playoffs. So here at Watkins Glen and then the Charlotte Roval the next round. Stories of the race, Daniel Hemrick arrival. Chase Elliott starts on the pole today, no shock there, a great road course racer. Expect him to be very quick, and then Ryan Preece starting at the rear after crashing his primary car in qualifying. So we'll get underway in number 99 Best Buy Chevrolet here at the Glen, where of course we won in a photo finish versus Alex Bowman last season from the 17th spot. On the outside here of Kyle Busch in the 8 machine. A great start to the race so far. 4 laps this opening stage of racing. Everyone should be able to make the end of the stage just fine. We clear Busch and throw and hit Joey Logano a little bit. Send him into Bowman. Dive low into turn 1. Go underneath Christopher Bell. Clear him. Clear Chastain up into 11th already. Plus 6 spots since the drop of the green through the first turn. Now chasing down the 11 of Denny Hamlin for the final spot in the top 10 to get us some stage points. Of course, we've been so good on the road courses all season long. Had a solid run at Mid-Ohio earlier in the year. I think we got a top 5 finish there. We, of course, brought home the victory at Sonoma Raceway and at Road America, I believe. As now we go on the inside, Truex on Road America, but we were running well there. Now we go underneath Hamlin, moved by him for 10th, shoot by Austin Cindric for 9th through the bus stop here. Flying by Chris Buescher gets sent really wide. We go way off the course. Merge back on as Buescher's getting loose there. We clear the 2 of Cindric for 9th. Get around and force our own line here underneath Buescher on the curb right now. Going through on the curb, Buescher, McDowell. What a move to get into 7th. Now we're going to go the inside of William Byron's number 24 Lego Chevrolet for 6th place. That paint scheme also made by Landon's Graphics. As we go by the inside of William Byron, work our way to his outside. And I'll try to make the pass here, which we will for 6th. Go a little wide, though, coming out of that corner. Way too wide. Now I'm taking the cut back up to the race. A little bit of contact with Byron. Racing physical, trying to clear him. He gets loose. And we clear for 6th place as AJ Allmendinger leads this race. Coming in minus 16. Needs a really good run. And it's a great track for him. So no shock that he's, of course, running up front and leading the racetrack. He's run up before a few laps there. Still in 6th here at the end of the stage. Running through the bus stop once again, flying through. We go way loose. We go way off the course, way onto the high side of the curbing here. Got to get back on the track. We do. But it costs me a mistake. Michael McDowell got underneath us. We make some contact. Clear McDowell once again for 6th. Try to hold this position, bring on 5 stage points. Looks like AJ Allmendinger can cruise to stage win and go from minus 16 to just minus 6 to the playoff cut line after stage number 1, which is huge for him. If he can stay within range at Bristol, I think he'll be in a great spot to advance this next round through the final corner. And we're going to hold off Michael McDowell, who's shoving us through the corner. AJ Allmendinger will win stage 1 here at Watkins Glen, gaining 10 points on the cut line. We'll hold off McDowell. We will bring home 6th in stage number 1, earning a solid 5 stage points here in this opening stage of racing. So far, so good. Elliott also gets 9 points. Reddick gets 8 points. And then Christopher Bell going to get 3. So only a couple of playoff drivers. Bell, myself, Reddick, Elliott, and Allmendinger getting stage points. Larson SVG also up in the top 5. So now we pit for tires, fuel repairs. Restart here in 11th. Force ourselves clear of Denny Hamlin into turn 1, 2. Shoot, dive underneath the 2 of Austin Cindric to 20. Christopher Bell work our way all the way up into 5th through turn 1. The back bumper, Tyler Reddick, get him loose. So we get to the inside of the 45 for 4th here. Of course, Tyler Reddick has been so strong lately. Of course, was really good at Darlington. The top 3 car ended up finishing in 8th after a disappointing overtime restart. Now we're going to clear him for 4th. Our sights on Larson, Elliott, and Allmendinger. So the Hendrick guys, and of course Allmendinger's colleague racing Chevrolet at the front of this field. As now we're going to start sending it in, chasing down the 5 of Kyle Larson. Chase a huge run here into the bus stop. Go right by Larson, Elliott, and get to the inside of Allmendinger. A perfect corner. We're in the lead here at Watkins Glen for the first time today. We are at the point, leading the way here at the Glen, clearing AJ Allmendinger narrowly, holding him, Elliott, and Larson off to drive away here in stage 2. Now through the final corner of the final lap of stage 2. We're going to bring home the stage 2 victory in dominating fashion, getting our first stage win of the day. 10 more stage points on our playoff point, though. More importantly, to carry on to that next round. Allmendinger comes home 2nd, Elliott 3rd, Larson 4th, Reddick 5th. So more points for Reddick, Elliott, and Allmendinger. So Allmendinger's now going to be above the cut line, and the Bell gets 5 as well, being 6th. So Allmendinger came in minus 16, coming out plus 3 into this final stage of racing. With 10 laps to go, we restart in the race lead, fighting Allmendinger for the lead here into turn 1. He gets a good entry to the bottom. We get a stronger little bit of exit to turn 1 here. Keep it side by side, get that momentum, try to clear Allmendinger here into the S's. He's going to keep it tight. Oh, a little bit of contact. He gets loose. We go wide through the corner, trying to keep it off the grass. And an incredible battle for the lead between 2 very good road courses. Myself and AJ Allmendinger make a little bit of contact, and we'll clear Allmendinger through the S's here, heading down towards the bus stop. And we are back in the lead here in the final stage of racing at Watkins Glen. Now, when it's time for pit stops, this is coming to 2 laps to go. Everyone's coming down pit road. No one has enough gas to make it to the end, so we are extra safe this time, so we don't want to make a speed penalty like we did at Darlington. Going 15 miles an hour below the speed limit, coming for fuel only on this pit stop. So just going to get just enough fuel to get to the end of the race. That is the end goal here. 3 seconds in and out. Perfect pit stop right there. We're going to come out of the pit scored in 2nd as Joey Logano stayed out an extra lap, but he's going to come down pit road this time, most likely. So we're going to try to hang on here and get past Logano once he comes down pit road and put ourselves in a great spot here to win this race. And if we do win, this is going to be our 4th win in a row. This would be an incredible streak here to start the playoffs and really cementing ourselves as a championship favorite once again here at Watkins Glen. So we're catching up to Joey Logano as we make his way through the carousel now as we go flying through the bus stop. I'm pushing as hard as I can to catch up to that 22. I know I have just enough gas to make it to the end of the race right now. If we have any overtime restarts, any extracurriculars, we're definitely going to be in trouble. That is for sure, and it's not going to be pretty. So we're going to try to just hope no yellows. You can get to the white flag, get the race ended. Once we get around Joey Logano here as he's coming down pit road this time by, going through the final couple of corners here on the racetrack. Yep, I can see the 22 slowing down on the mini-map. And there he is up there, Logano bringing it down pit road. He's out of gas. We should be cycling out to the leads. Work our way through this final quarter. Comes our finish line. The caution! The caution comes out on the racetrack. Oh, no. We stay out, but that's the only play I have in the playbook without sacrificing the win completely here. So 2 to go. Overtime restart. Myself and Mike McDowell. I just hold him off. Then he blocks us. We are both sitting. McDowell spins. There goes the 34 around. And now I just realized since the fuel hit 1 lap that we are not going to make it to the end of this race. We are more than likely going to be out of gas on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. It's only, I just got dealt a bad hand by Lady Luck, you know. It was the only hand I could play right there was staying out, because if I pitted, we would have, I think in my opinion, lost too much track position, and we wouldn't be able to make it back up. So now I'm just trying to bring this thing home to the finish, salvage whatever position I can. So I'm trying to get a big of a lead as possible here to get a bit of a cushion here, but then we push it way too wide coming out of the bus stop through the carousel here, and almost at the very have to lift a ton, allowing Allmendinger and everyone else to close in, and a costly mistake right there could be the nail in the coffin for us here as they're catching us up here coming to the last lap, and shortly we're going to be out of gas here coming to the white flag here. Watkins Glen, we have dominated this race. I've clearly had the best car all race long as we're blocking AJ Allmendinger through the final corner of the racetrack. Now we're just trying to hold on to the lead, do whatever we can. We go too wide, bounce off the wall, got to throw a block on Allmendinger here. We spin Allmendinger wide, there was a 16, he goes around, and Shane Van Gisbergen goes to the lead. SVG is through. He's in the lead. I'm sending into this corner way too deep. We get to SVG, go way wide, overcooked the corner by a country mile. SVG the lead. The fuel has hit 0. At this point, we're trying to hang on. Christopher Bell is through into second now, trying to steal a win. Kyle Larson's in third, but how about Shane Van Gisbergen in the 91, trying to get his first ever NASCAR win to be here on a road course at Watkins Glen. So running the full schedule this season, has been doing a great job. Is now trying to bring home a very good finish here at Watkins Glen. Larson now shoving us down into the bus stop, our best section of the racetrack. We send it in, get underneath the 20, Christopher Bell with a big shot right there. And now we're starting to sputter. We are starting to sputter. We are out of gas now, and we are so close to the finish line, man. We got like 3 more corners left on the track here, going through the carousel. We're sputtering. Christopher Bell almost wrecks us. We save it in the grass. And Larson says, and we slam the barrier. We're out of fuel. No sputtering anymore. We are just completely out, and now we're trying to coast back to the line. It has been absolutely, I'm just trying to block anybody now to get a push to the finish. And it is all falling apart now as Chastain and everyone, they're all going by, and we have absolutely choked it away. And there goes all of our positions. Everybody going past us. Shane Van Gisbergen wins at Watkins Glen. SVG gets his first ever win, and it comes here at the Glen. Now we're just trying to hold on to 38th at this rate with BJ McLeod behind us. Just limp through this final corner, bring it to the finish, but it's just been a disaster here. And so now BJ's going to drive to our outside, and there he goes. You can't block him. He will go by, and we'll end up finishing in 39th. As Zane Smith DNF'd out of this race, our fellow playoff drivers. We will cross the line at 26 miles an hour in 39th. After running out of fuel on the last lap, just got dealt a bad hand, and not the finish we were looking for. But how about SVG? First ever win here at the Glen for SVG in his NASCAR career. Bright things in his future for sure. Christopher Bell, great points today, coming home second. Kyle Larson third. John Hunter Nemechek, a big recovery to get 4th place. Good points for him. Truex in 5th, Elliott 6th, Hamlin 7th, Blaney 8th, Allmendinger 9th, and Chastain was here top 10. And then for other playoff drivers, you got Chris Buescher in 12th, Kyle Busch in 13th, Reddick all the way down in 16th, Keselowski 20th, he struggled today. And then you got Bowman down in 24th, William Byron 27th, Chase Briscoe 28th, and of course myself out of gas in 39th, and Zane Smith DNFs in dead last, which will definitely put him deep below the cut line heading into the Bristol night race, which will be a round of 16 cutoff once again this season. Of course, last season had an incredible finish there. Trying to see what will happen this year, as last season Christopher Bell took it away from us. Now up to the playoff grid, we are comfortably through. We got the win. We're good. Christopher Bell plus 54. He is comfortably advanced to the next round, I believe, as well as Truex at plus 49, Hamlin plus 48, Reddick plus 43, Elliott plus 39. Barring a cataclysmic collapse, those guys are safe. Keselowski plus 28 is still looking pretty good to advance. Chastain plus 16. Kyle Busch plus 11. Allmendinger now plus 9. Byron only plus 8. John Nemechek on the bubble, 5 points above Alex Bowman. So Bowman is 5 out. Buescher out by 18. Briscoe out by 21. And Zane Smith out by 26. They got their work cut out for him at Bristol. So until the next episode of the Bristol Night Race, I hope you all have a good one.